Okay, copy you.
June 20th, 2018. Around 7:15 p.m., the 4000 block of Lee Road in the Lee Miles neighborhood on the southeast side of Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland Police Department officers responded after multiple calls came in reporting gunshots in the area. When they got to the scene,
Get people back.
She shot in the head. They shot my baby. I don't know these kids were shooting.
Get these covers out of here. Any PC?
I was I gotta get my boy. I gotta get my boy.
Nobody saw what happened.
a 9-year-old girl named Sania Nicholson was in the backseat of a car parked outside a boxing gym. She had been shot in the forehead. She was from Maple Heights. Her mother had left Sania and her older daughter in the car while she went inside the gym to pick up her son from boxing practice. The two girls were waiting. When the mother came back out, Sania had been shot.
Get it out. What do you do?
Come on. They shot my baby. They shot my baby. Come on. Now get off of me.
She was rushed to a local hospital and pronounced dead that same evening. She had been sitting in the back of a parked car the whole time it was happening. Investigators pulled security footage, canvassed the area, and interviewed witnesses. Within a short time, they had established that 2 separate groups had been involved in a shooting on that stretch of Lee Road, and that the bullet that killed Sanaya came from one of them. Multiple arrests followed over the next several days. Among those brought in for questioning were 18-year-old Aaron George and 17-year-old Bruin Harrison, both of whom had been inside a car driving along Lee Road at the time of the shooting. Detectives sat down with Aaron George first and let him tell the story from the beginning.
Last week, a 9-year-old girl got killed in our city. And we know that you were involved. We're sort of giving you this opportunity now to sort of come clean, tell us what the motivation was, how you found yourself in that predicament.
Me personally, there's no explaining for me, because my intent wasn't, you feel me, like anything that went on. Now, how I found myself, you feel me, wherever, whenever, it's just cause like...
On June 20th, what are you doing?
What was June 20th?
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday. What time? Probably at work.
Were you with CJ that day? And then
June
other
20th?
2 guys? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Think hard.
In a car? I do remember getting in the car.
You know what
Well,
time
we
of
went
day it is at this time?
Like early, I think probably like 12.
Oh, it's like early afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause we was with each other for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
where'd you guys go from there?
I mean, we went a couple places, you feel me? Like
that-
down the way, King Kenny, we kept on going to the gas station, back and forth to the gas station. We could be walking. I went up there to the court. We hooped in the K. It's a court back there. And then around by like, I want to say like what? Probably not even that late. Probably like 3, 4-ish. We start riding back out. You feel me? Riding back around.
Okay. And where do you go?
We was trying to go to Lorraine. You feel me? But ain't nobody had no gas money. So long story short, we get to riding around. We rode around and we stopped. Like the car shut off on it. Didn't nobody in the car have no more money. You feel me? We had spent it up on weed and miles and shells and stuff. We stopped and the car stopped on Lee and Harvard.
Earlier that same evening, Devontae Nettles turned the car onto Lee Road and drove back toward the corner where the group had argued and flashed weapons at the other side. Isaiah Andrews had given the direction to go back. Aaron George said he tried to tell the driver to pull a different way and get out of the situation, but Nettles followed Andrews' lead. The car headed straight back toward the group. Aaron said the only thing running through his head was that his life was now in CJ's hands because he did not know anyone else in that vehicle.
I get mad. I get mad at 2 people. CJ left me to hang with somebody I didn't even know. You feel me? But CJ being CJ, if he your brother, he my brother, you feel me? Because I rock with you.
He should take care of you.
Exactly. We should be rocking with each other. So basically, I'm up there at the gas station and they just said like, yeah, we finna go and get some money, you feel me, from around the corner at my sister's house. It was just us 2. I'm like, bro, I'm just about to stand up here and beg for change.
Us two being, who's the other person?
The dude I didn't know. He was like, bro, we can just walk around and do that. I'm like, alright, bet. And then out of nowhere, like, they salty. They mad, so I get mad cause CJ mad. You feel me? I'm thinking like he just got beat up, you feel me?
Is that what he said or what?
No, he didn't. He just came back like, bro, you feel me? You feel me? Like he just going off, you feel me? So I'm like, bro, what just happened? Hold on. What just happened? So he talking about, yeah, playing crazy, da. So I'm like, bro, I'm about to call my dad. They said you don't have no phone. I'm like, alright, bet. I'm about to walk with y'all until I find a phone so I can call my dad, and I'm about to leave. They like, bro, you ain't gonna ride with me? What you mean you ain't gonna ride with me? They basically saying like, is you gonna fight with me? And I just said, I just said, where they at? Where they at? You feel me? Like, so the dude I didn't know, he pulled something out, you feel me? Like, bro, we ain't worried about that. That's when I noticed, you feel me? That's when I noticed CJ had a gun. So I'm like, bro, I've been with you before we even got with these people. Why wouldn't you tell me you had a gun, bro? I just got out of jail. You feel me? Like, I got a job. If I get caught with you, they already know what's up with me. Because I went down for aggravated robbery. They not playing with that. So he get to talking about, oh yeah, you a bitch, da. You already know this type of life I get into and all this other shit. We get into that little argument like that. So now they see, the dudes at the corner see me and CJ like we're going back and forth like we about to fight. So they get to laughing. So I turn back around. I'm like, bro, CJ, bro, you feel me? Come on, you feel me? And there's a lot of people out here. It's daylight. I'm basically just telling him like, bro, don't try to shoot him. You feel me? So he was like, all right, bet, come on. So everybody listening. So long story short, I got $2 in my pocket. I put the $2 in the gas can that he had, like a spare gas can he had in the truck. So I put the $2 in the gas pump, and then I put the gas in there and I got in. Now the dudes was standing right there. He's still mad, but I know CJ. I can calm him down sometimes. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, you feel me? We out. You feel me? I'm about to go wake my dad up. We about to go get some more weed. You feel me? Like some orange bed. But pull this way. So I'm like, bro, they down there. The dude ain't even listen to me. Okay. The dude that was driving didn't even listen to me.
Is it the same guy that was driving?
That was the same exact one. The dude didn't even listen to me. So that's when everything just started, you feel me, clicking to my mom. But your brother got a gun. If I try to stop you from pulling over here, what to say that he not gonna shoot me?
Okay.
I don't know these people. Only my life was in CJ hands for real.
Okay, go ahead.
So we pulled out the gas station. And he just got the fire.
Bruin Harrison was also carrying a weapon that evening, but never fired it.
My brother was like, what the fuck is you doing? I was driving. What you mean?
So your brother didn't even know what was going on?
Say anything before he shot?
Not to me. I don't even think he said anything to nobody in the car. Only thing I remember is ducking down. The bullet almost went towards my head.
How many times did he shoot, do you know?
I don't know. After two shots, I'm like, but stop! I did like this through the back. My fault. I did like this through the back seat, bro. And that was it. It's like I felt the wind from the shot
coming at me,
and then when I looked over, the window that got busted out. It's a bullet right here. It went past, and I just ducked down. The only time I said something to them after that, I'm like, bro, call my dad, bro. I probably been shot, my adrenaline running. I left. I told them, I'm like, bro, I'm going to Garfield, bro. Drop me off.
Okay, so they drop you off.
But they don't drop me off at the house. Yeah, they don't drop me off at my house. They drop me off on Wood Hill, 79th.
Whose idea is it to go to Holton to get rid of the car?
CJ.
CJ's idea. So all four of you guys, your brother, CJ, you, and this other guy, roll down to Holton.
And then about a 9-year-old girl, bro.
You seen it on the news, didn't you?
I didn't see nothing. That's why I'm trying to tell you.
You've been all over the news, all over the media, social
media. I got an Instagram. I never once seen nothing about no 9-year-old girl. Listen, sir. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I really don't know how to feel right now, man. I know my life could be over with. You could be the last person I'm looking at on the outside. Me knowing what I came here for, I already know what I was gonna have to do. I already knew what I was gonna have to tell y'all. But I already know ain't nobody gonna spare me though. It's just I'm gonna go down as another statistic. A dude that ain't the wrong place, wrong time. No, not about
Good.
the pay. I mean,
And it ain't good for you right now. But what you've done has been good. Because
That's what I'm saying.
we're not changing that charge. That's what you're gonna be charged with. Is that charge, could that charge be changed or amended? They can be, if what you say is true and how things played out.
right, that's all I want to know. That could be
if-
my last question. Like,
Right.
even if what I do say is true, like, what you think gonna happen? I could still get life. My life is over, man. At 18, though. I would rather die, bro. I would rather die than to spend my life in prison.
Samadizea Andrews was the only person in the car who shot. Between the two groups, more than 24 rounds were exchanged on that stretch of Lee Road. Andrews fired first, and the group on foot returned fire. One bullet fired by Andrews missed the group on the sidewalk entirely and struck a car parked down the block outside the boxing gym. Sania Nicholson had been sitting in the back seat of that car with her older sister the whole time, waiting for their mother to come back out with their brother. Her mother was inside the building on the other side of a wall. The bullet hit Sania in the forehead. She was 9 years old and had no part in anything that was happening on that street.
Children shot dead in our city. These horrific tragedies leave us empty. Life seems meaningless to those left behind. 9-year-old Sania Nicholson was the latest killed in the backseat of her mother's car. News 5's Amanda Van Allen was there moments after the little girl was killed. She spoke with Sania's father last night and today talked with her heartbroken mother.
All 7 people arrested in connection with the shooting were initially indicted on aggravated murder, attempted murder, felonious assault, and related counts. Once it was confirmed that the fatal bullet came from Samadizea Andrews, many of those charges against the others were reduced or dismissed. Aaron George pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence in September 2019. Bruin Harrison also pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence. Devontae Nettles, who drove the car, was charged with aggravated murder, attempted murder, felonious assault, improper handling of a firearm, and other related counts. He was still facing trial at the time this video was published, with no new trial date set. Deshaun Bonner, Damaris Perry, and Timothy Green, the 3 men from the group on foot who returned fire, were convicted of involuntary manslaughter with a 3-year firearm specification. On June 8, 2022, nearly 4 years after Sania was killed, a judge sentenced all 3 to 10 years in prison, with credit for time already served. Each man addressed the Nicholson family in court before sentencing. Samadizea Andrews had been charged with murder. That charge was dismissed as part of a plea agreement. In September 2020, Andrews was sentenced to 22 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter and attempted felonious assault. At sentencing, prosecutors told the court that Andrews had fired the first shots that evening, before anyone on the other side had returned fire. Sania's mother stood and addressed him directly and asked the judge for the maximum sentence available. 22 years was the longest sentence any of the 7 people arrested for her daughter's death received.
Years of my life, but I can't give them back to Sania. If I could, I would.
I'm sorry. Truly sorry. If I can bring her back, I would too.
They didn't just kill her, they killed the other 2 as well. These 2 are no longer the same children that they were. I'm not the same mother that I was.
Sania Nicholson was 9 years old. She was in the back seat of her mother's car on a Wednesday evening, waiting for her brother to come out of boxing practice. Her older sister was sitting next to her. The dispute that put a bullet in her forehead had started earlier that afternoon over something 2 groups of young men could not articulate clearly in any courtroom. She never knew it was happening. Leave a comment. Samadizea Andrews fired the first shots. One of his bullets killed a 9-year-old girl waiting in a parked car, and the murder charge was bargained down to involuntary manslaughter before he was sentenced. He received 22 years. The 3 men from the other group, who returned fire after being shot at, each received 10 years. Aaron George, who sat across from a detective at 18 years old, telling him he would rather die than spend his life in prison, and who tried to grab CJ's arm through the back seat to stop him from firing, pleaded guilty to evidence tampering for helping ditch the car. He was still awaiting sentencing at the time of publication. Tell me what you think those numbers say about how the courts valued Sania Nicholson. Subscribe if you are new here.